start the show once you get settled. As soon as you get settled, we'll start. Okay, there's one. Yeah.
Can I just...
Hold on, Marty.
I got to read his tweet.
Who's tweet?
Lindsay's.
Okay.
Because they make me laugh so much. Because you always think he's going to say something about the person, but it's just about him. Shout out to Andrew Whitworth for becoming the first 40-year-old to start at left tackle in the NFL history. I have never felt smaller when I saw him at homecoming dance my junior year of high school.
What?
Like, you think it's like he's congratulating someone,
Right, yeah.
but then it comes back to
This goes first.
dance.
Why did you see Andrew Whitworth at homecoming dance in high school?
He went to West Monroe, which is like a huge high school power that has a bunch of people in the league. Brady James, we had Barkevius Mingo tell all that, Xavier Woods. But he was with this girl that was in my high school class at my high school. She brought him to homecoming, and he was like 6'7", 350. The man was a bear.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He is a big guy.
Had a hell of an NFL career too, man. Quite impressive.
Y'all ever seen an NFL offensive lineman out in the wild, just like going like you're just doing your normal business, and you see like a professional athlete like that, and you realize how big of a freak they really are?
Yes.
Well, we worked with one for quite some time.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Willie.
Been to his house. Great guy.
I went to the 1999 U.S. Women's Open, and I was in the gallery watching this girl named Kelly Keeney play, and I turned to my buddy and I said, Kelly Keeney, she's really cute. And I hear like somebody clears their throat, and turns out she's engaged to a first-round Texas offensive lineman who got drafted by the Vikings. Yeah. And I turned around and looked, and all I saw was chest, and it was something else.
Well, we're really with Willie. Obviously, we worked with him, so we were around him. So you almost get like a little used to it, even though when you first see him, it's like how. Two things. I remember I did a video with him once where he stood behind me, and he made me look like a peanut. Well, and two, I watched him pick up Big Cat one time, and the ease that he picked Big Cat up, like over his head like this, who Big Cat's like 6'3", 240.
Yeah.
It was like he was picking up like a chair.
Well, it's also like not just a guy like that gets to play in the NFL, not just that he's big in stature, but when you get close to him, you notice he's got gigantic hands.
Arms, everything.
Yeah, everything is just turned up to like 11.
I went on a road trip with one, and getting in the car with one is just brutal. It's a bad road trip guy.
Did you try to teach him how to get in the car like you get in the car?
I mean, yeah, just help him out to watch his head. That's what I used to do.
I feel like if you're that guy, you got to drive.
Yeah, he was not driving. The smallest guy in the car was driving. It was fucking awful.
The big guy's got to drive.
You guys like to go on road trips where you don't drive? I try to drive 100% of the time.
Oh no, I love not driving.
That's the best.
I do. I like both.
I prefer to. I will lobby to drive every single time I go somewhere.
Yeah, just because you can control everything, and you could. But I like offering too. But I also like texting a lot too. So
I can't text in a car.
I'll sit passenger with you all day long.
Text in the car.
I can't read in my phone in the car.
You get like motion sickness?
Yeah, I can't do like in an Uber. That's the toughest thing in an Uber because you get bored. You want to look at your phone, but you get sick if you look at your phone. So you got to put like it's just a constant battle.
A big thing here for me is how you are on the road, and if you're good on the road, I like you.
Y'all can go out on a limb and guess how I am on the road.
Everyone could be like okay in the office, like you're just sitting at your desk. You can see each other once in a while, but once you're with that guy for eight hours on the road, you know everything about him.
I think we all do all right.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it with you plenty of times. Yeah. I've done it with Big Ab. I haven't done it with Mincy yet. Yeah.
We kind of hung out in Omaha a decent bit, but you're right.
Yeah.
Like as long as the long.
No, I'll tell you something about Mincy. He'll go off on his own a lot.
Yeah.
He'll go off on his own. We were in Omaha, and there were hours at a time we didn't know where he was, and he was just chilling.
Actually good because sometimes I feel bad. Like, I guess I'll go with him to go somewhere. Right. But, like, if the guy can go by himself, you don't have to feel bad. Good road.
I like going off on my own too. Every time I go to a city, I go to a bookstore by myself. I go to eat by myself. Sometimes
I love doing that too. That is a weird stereotype. When you're like young, you feel weird, like this isn't cool to go eat by myself or go to a movie by myself. And as I get older, I freaking love my personal space.
Yeah,
Big Eb knows I can't go anywhere alone.
Yeah,
I can't go to lunch here.
No, I knew that. Yeah,
like, you always go to Subway across the street alone.
You always build a group.
Always. I can't. It's not even like I don't feel cool. It's just I just can't do it.
Okay, so we got a lot to talk about gambling wise. Big game last night. I feel like everybody here was decently sharp on that game. Could see that coming.
My one moment of glory with my 3-0 night.
Hey, you're welcome for the third one. We all made you take the third
That's
one.
True. That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that. A little college football news. The transfer portal is popping. College basketball.
That's a good shirt right there, baby. That's a good shirt.
The only guy in the world wearing a double winter chicken rat dog shirt. You don't even have one of those shirts.
I got to put those back on sale.
College basketball, I want to go over the favorites to win the national title. And then NBA, there might be a prolonged NBA discussion today because history is going to happen in the Garden tonight, boys. Yep. History will happen in the Garden tonight. And what a funny place for it to happen, too, because he should have been a Knick.
Yeah, for sure, but it's much different if he had gone the pick or that he went the pick before as opposed to the pick
That's
after.
what I don't get. Why does everyone always post that when it's like I guess because
like we didn't have the chance to take.
Well, I just remember the draft, and I'm not a Knicks fan at all. I was in Mississippi at the time. Didn't think I'd ever leave Mississippi, but I was very interested in where Steph Curry went because I wanted to watch Steph Curry a lot. I got used to that run in March. I wanted to watch him. And when he got drafted by Golden State, I thought, okay, well he's going to fall off the map. I'll never see him. If he'd have gone to New York, he would have been in every primetime game. Him as a Knick would have been incredible, legendary. Of course, he's made it legendary anyway.
You think they would have ruined him?
No, I don't think anybody was going to ruin him.
I don't think you can ruin him.
I don't think anybody was going to ruin him.
I know Knicks fans say that, but I don't think he's a person that you can ruin.
And early on, too, he was having still a little bit of ankle troubles.
Yeah, he had a lot of
that first, 2 years, people were still kind of, unsure about what he was going to be. And then I think it was that third year was when it really popped.
We're going to get to that discussion because his numbers, he's going to set the record for the all-time threes tonight. His numbers are just insane if you look a little further. We'll get into that. And who are the other GOATs of a certain skill in the NBA? That's another question I want to ask. But first, let's talk about the NFL. Last night, Rams beat the Cards, and I feel like this was the official kind of knocking the Cards off as one of the top favorites in the league. And when we get into January, I feel like the Bucs are definitely – you're going to favor the Bucs over the Cardinals for sure, the Packers, and now the Rams as well. The Rams got embarrassed by the Cards early in the season, and they paid it back last night with the best-looking Matthew Stafford we've seen yet.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Aaron Donald, too. I mean, those Arizona offensive guards, jock straps are laying on the field.
Yeah, I just – but some of those throws that Stafford was making, like those 43-yard throws, right over his shoulder. I mean,
the one to Cup was crazy.
That was
crazy throw.
Which brings me to a question before we dive into everything. Who is the best wide receiver in football?
Cooper Kupp, baby.
Who is the best wide receiver in football?
I still think it's fucking DeAndre Hopkins.
That's what everybody says. That's what, and which I'm about to try to dissuade you, because
I only think there's two people, but
you just think it's them two.
I think it's just
DeAndre's fallen off a pretty good bit.
I think Adam should be in the discussion.
Yeah, no, Adam, for real. I'm saying Cooper Kupp just because he's been awesome in the number one RWR in fantasy. I think Adams is the best.
I think those are two.
Do you? Okay, if Cooper Kupp has the best stats, why isn't he the best receiver?
I feel like he's a benefit of that whole system with McVay and other weapons. And I know Robert Woods is out, but Odell's stepping up. They have Van Jefferson, etc. Green Bay has, they
got Aaron Rodgers.
No, I know, but other than Adams, everybody else is role players.
Well, they got a good running back. They got good pieces there.
Well, with Cooper Kupp at this point, we're week 13, 14. He's getting the ball 10, 15 times a game. They still can't stop it.
Here's the thing.
I think you don't say Cooper Kupp because DeAndre Hopkins has been good every single year.
This is Kupp's first.
I'm just saying Kupp because he's been awesome.
It's something we should talk about because he's the number one list right now. But
all right, so here's a little bit of numbers, okay? Cooper Kupp right now has 113 catches.
It's crazy.
Second place has 92.
And there's 4 more games
He
left?
has 21 ahead in catches of anybody else in the National Football League. He leads the league with 70 catches for a first down. That's 9 more than anybody else. He has 200 more yards than anybody else. He has 12 touchdowns. That's 1 more than second place. Every single stat, he is cruising at the top of the league. So if he is doing that, why isn't he the best receiver in football? I know Hopkins missed some games, and I know he's very, very talented, but 113 catches, and we're not to Christmas yet?
He also has, I think his yards after catch is crazy, too.
His yards after catch is the most in the league.
I think the thing with him is this is his huge first, massive season, and the other guys we're talking about have a better overall body of work, but Kupp, he's like the prodigal son for Shay and me. We were both huge on him on the pod, and so it's been fun.
I knew he was good. I knew he was, you could have called him underrated the last couple of years, but now I don't think. The cat's out of the bag. This is the most productive wide receiver in football by a wide margin in 2021.
Yeah,
wide margin.
Numbers don't lie.
Is Adams second?
I didn't. I think Godwin was second with catches, 92.
I'm gonna say Adams also missed 2 games. I think.
Yeah.
It's been a weird year because a lot of those like dominant, like DK Metcalf fell off. Where's Justin Jefferson in this discussion?
He's got to be up there.
I mean, he's got to be
I
mentioned.
also gotta say, seeing Odell being like good last night was just nice.
Odell can be one. Like he's still one of the most talented guys in my opinion. Like even I remember like $1 Million Worth of Game interviewed Jalen Ramsey, and he still was like Odell on his game is like the hardest guy to guard. Period.
So Cooper Kupp has 113 catches. Chris Godwin has 92. Tyreek Hill has 90.
Tyreek Hill's up there.
Devontae Adams has 90, and Jalen Waddle has 86.
Wow.
Jalen Waddle's had a sneaky good season after like a rough start.
Hunter Renfrow has 86. Keenan Allen has 86. Justin Jefferson has 85. Jefferson has big play. Like he has the most 20-yard catches. And then Cooper Kupp has the most 40-yard catches at 7. He's got 7 40-yard catches this year.
I want to say, I take back, I didn't say Tyreek Hill in the best. He makes even when he doesn't do well, what he makes defenses adjust and do by keeping the two safeties back and how much you have to account for him, he probably has more of an impact than anyone just because of his speed. And what
true. I think Tyreek really does have an impact.
But like literally,
get the ball.
Yeah, but like look at like defenses are having to, and granted KC hadn't done as well, but they're having to design everything around keeping the two deeps and factoring in for him. And I think when you look at like his impact, that's hard to discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just wild to think that Cooper Kupp has in fact become the best receiver in football this year. You knew Stafford coming over would be better than Goff, but like Cooper Kupp's next contract is going to be pretty much because of Matt Stafford.
$100 million guy.
Right. Yeah.
This is a $100 million season without question.
Yeah, it's been fantastic, and then Stafford was great last night, and that's a team with the defense they have. If they can get rolling towards the playoffs, they're going to be a tough out.
Maybe they had their rough stretch at the right time.
That's the thing with the NFL. It's when you peak.
Yeah, it is when you peak. That's why I worry about the Patriots. Are they peaking now? Are they peaking too early? I don't know the answer to that question. That could be something that we push down the road. But you look at it. So right now the favorites kind of still stay the same. But I'm interested in this fact because usually the Super Bowl, the next year one of them doesn't make the playoffs. Usually the Super Bowl you can bank on the loser or somebody not making the playoffs. This year the two highest favorites right now in the Barstool Sports book, the Bucs are at 5-1, the Chiefs are at 6-1. The two Super Bowl teams last year are the two heavy favorites to win the Super Bowl this year. And the Chiefs have climbed out of the cellar. They were, plus 2,000 early in the season. Now they're plus 600.
We're all so annoying with that. Like when really good teams fall off for a second, we're like, they're dead.
Yeah, the overreact.
All of a sudden, I'm like, I really do think the Chiefs are like, I think they're the favorite.
Well, it could be happening to the Bills right now. The Bills are 7-6, and we think they're dead. I mean, there's still 4 games left in the season.
I think we talked about that. I don't want to play them as a 2 seed.
No,
at all.
Got to give Buffalo credit too. What happened in that first half? I don't know if y'all saw that interview with McDermott before the half when they were down 24-3. He couldn't even speak. He was like catatonic. And the way they fought back in that second half, after what happened Monday night, they ain't dead with that kind of effort.
It's just cool this year that it's not like we just have no idea.
I love how you go from using that big word. You go from one sentence saying catatonic, and then your next sentence is, they ain't dead.
What can you say, man? I'm decently – I don't even know.
So you think
that's
6 teams?
6
legit
teams.
Super Bowl?
All right, let's go through the list. All right.
That are capable. We're saying
You say yes or no capable to win the Super Bowl?
Yes.
No, I haven't said a team yet.
Okay, yep.
Now you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Bucks.
Yes.
Yes.
Overwhelming yes, right?
Yes, definitely can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Bucks. Yeah, my bad.
Get your text fired off?
Yeah, I just was trying. Yeah, my bad. Yes, I like the Bucks.
Good text?
It was my trainer was trying to switch schedule around because of holiday week. So my bad.
Thought Billy was your
Love you,
trainer.
Minty.
Fingers are pounding on that keyboard.
Chiefs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I say yes as well, particularly because the defense has come as far as it has.
AFC looks weaker too. NFC with the Bucks, Packers looks a little stouter. Bucks, Packers, Rams, Cardinals.
Patriots.
Yes.
I think I say no. I don't see a rookie quarterback winning the Super Bowl this year when you got Rodgers, Mahomes, and Brady up at the top. I don't see it.
But that's not all it is. Like it's
not
just
all it is, but that's a big part of it. That's a big part of
He's
it.
played pretty fucking good.
It's a big part of it.
He's never played a playoff game.
He's played in some big ass games.
He's
though.
never played a playoff game.
That's true, but he's played in some huge
right,
games.
though.
He's delivered in all of them.
You put me up against an experienced quarterback against him, I'm probably going with
the one thing on the Pats. no one ever wants to go up there in January, and I know it was Brady, but like they have a great home field, so if they end up with a 1 seed and they get a bye, obviously
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it doesn't take rocket science to know how
it's
important
tough
that
to
is.
go to Foxborough and get a win.
And what Big Ev's been saying too, where it's like he doesn't have to do much.
Like they're not. That's what I'm saying. Like they're not asking him to go out duel Aaron Rodgers. They're asking the Patriots to go beat like it.
Don't turn the
Or
ball
so yeah,
over.
like or in a game like that. Like I'm just said, but I'm saying any team with a good quarterback, they're asking him to go out duel Mahomes. The Patriots need to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, I know, but you know it is quarterback too. Like we do credit the quarterback for winning January games, and there is a big part of having the quarterback that can win January games.
Of course, but
you can minimize it, but I think it is a big thing.
no, it definitely is. But I think in terms of the way it's talked about in like a public spectrum, they definitely get more credit than they deserve. I think that's fair to say.
If I look at the top 5 favorites, like Bucks, Chiefs, you're talking Brady, Mahomes, Rodgers, and then Kyler Murray. So let's keep going. Patriots plus 650. I said no. Everybody else said yes. Packers 7-1.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So was that 4?
I say yes too. But we also say yes to the Packers every year, and they don't win it.
I think their defense is a lot better this year.
And they're getting Jare Alexander and Zadarius Smith back, who are best pass rusher and best corner, have been out, and they've still been playing good.
Cardinals 10-1.
I
say
really
no.
don't think so.
The only thing with the Cardinals is like they've been so good on the road. I mean, I know that's way different in January
true.
though, having to go to Green Bay in January, but like they've looked like mortal at home. They had that crappy effort against the Niners. They lost to the Rams. They lost to Green Bay, but then they're 7-0 on the road with every win by 10 or more. They're kind of weird.
I'm torn on them. Like they did go to the Rams and win, but I don't know. Now we're getting a little.
They're a maybe.
I
I wouldn't be surprised.
They're also, if you're talking about peaking, talking about playing your best football already, they're a prime candidate for
No,
having done
that is a fact.
I just think they're like a year or two away from being like there.
Rams 11-1. I think very much yes.
I think so. Yes, too.
If Stafford's going to play like that in a big game, I think yes.
so.
And you got Aaron Donald in the middle and Jalen Ramsey in the back.
Yeah, Ramsey didn't even play last night.
I like them as a yes. Cowboys 12-1. I say yes as well.
I say yes.
I say yes. Again, a lot of these, the Cowboys defense is playing at a level where they could win the Super Bowl. And Dak hasn't played well at all. And Dak's going to play well.
That's the thing you
Zeke's
mentioned is
doing
the offense.
nothing.
Yeah.
It's
The
just like-
WRs have been banged up. The offense could get rolling, or the wide receiver.
That was a wild way to just WRs.
He said
I'm glad we all
told
caught that.
You said wide receiver.
When he said WRs, it threw me off. Obviously, I knew what you meant, but I was like,
but the thing is with Dallas, they're winning multiple ways. Like the offense looked great early in the year. They've been riding the defense lately. You know, the offense is not peaking right now, but if it gets going again, boy, just even this discussion, the NFC playoffs are going to be a freaking war, boys.
Yeah,
I mean,
really
that's
awesome.
like every 4 out of the 5 teams we mentioned are in the NFC. Well, I guess.
Well,
Chiefs
I mean, out of the first 7, 5 of them are NFC.
yeah.
Bills 15-1.
nope,
I think I say yes.
nope.
I don't.
I
Not this
think
year.
if they are tanking, if they're in the tank right now, and this is the worst football they're going to play. Something happened in the second half of that Bucs game. I think they can turn around. If they can win the last 3 or 4, look out. That's what I believe about the Bills.
Them and the Colts are going to be dangerous on the road. If the Colts get in, they both may not even get in though. They're
That's
7-6, and it's a logjam right now.
All right, Titans 18-1.
No.
I say yes as well.
You got a lot of yeses.
I got a lot of yeses, but
Wide open, kind of.
it is wide open. Like there was a moment in early October, the Titans were playing like the best team in the league.
They were.
Then they got hurt. And if Derrick Henry comes back and he's healthy, if A.J. Brown comes back and he's healthy, if this team gets healthy, which they do not have season-ending injuries, I think the Titans could get back to that level of football.
Other thing with the Titans, you got to give Vrabel some credit the way he coached on the road the playoffs a couple of years ago. I mean, you've got him as a factor. That run they made and almost made the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
All right,
impressive.
last one. Chargers are the 10th favorite at 20-1.
No.
That's another team that's probably a year away.
They were the most overhyped team this year, I think.
But they are starting to
Still
play
Herbert.
to it though. They're
Yeah, but
starting
they've
to
been
play to
playing
it.
shitty teams, right? As of late. Like
No,
that.
who'd they beat the other?
Well, they
beat
killed the
Giants.
Giants.
The Giants.
The Chargers, we're going to find out Thursday night because, look, they're only a game back of the Chiefs. They got them at home Thursday night. They won the first game. If they win this game, they've got a chance to win that division.
Which is what it brings me to my next topic. There are 3 division bets in the NFL I think you can make right now, and it wouldn't be a bad idea. So the AFC North right now, the Ravens lead it at 8-5. The Browns and the Bengals are tied at 7-6, one game behind them. Browns are plus 190 to win the AFC North. I believe the Browns, when healthy, are the best team in that division. They've gone through a bunch of shit this year. I mean, a bunch of shit, and they're starting to really put it together. Browns plus 190 is kind of worth a flyer right now. In the AFC West, you have the Chiefs at 9-4. The Chargers are 8-5. Like he just said, the Chargers host the Chiefs. They host the Chiefs Thursday night. They already beat them there. If they could tie them, they would have the tiebreaker. They would win the division.
What's the line on the Chargers?
I think it's -4 Chiefs.
No. Well, I meant the odds. I meant
plus 200 to win the AFC
because
West.
that's what I was going to say.
Pretty much the money line.
I was going to say
in the
you almost
game.
might as well just take them on the money line too. Like
Yeah,
just take both if you really believe in
but
it.
2-1 in a game where if they win, they give themselves a great chance to win the division. And lastly, and I got to check this one out.
The Rams?
Will you just relax for one fucking second?
I'm sorry.
The Rams are a game back of the Cardinals. The Cardinals are 10-3. The Rams are 9-4. The Rams are plus 450 to win that division. Plus 450 to win that division right now. And they're a game back. And if you think the Cardinals have peaked, I don't know what their schedules are going forward.
So
but
I think
plus 450.
I know the Cardinals play the Lions. I know the Cardinals play the Lions next week. I know that for a fact.
Okay, so
I think that's a big part of it. I think their schedule is much softer.
Oh yeah, Rams is tough.
I think they play the Cowboys or somebody.
They got Seahawks next week, which is they should do that. Vikings, which should, but then it's Ravens, 49ers.
I don't think that's that kind of hard.
Those are four
that's four
solid teams.
Fringe playoff teams.
Solid teams.
Cardinals have at Detroit's week. Colts at home. At Dallas, Seattle at home, which isn't easy. It's a division game.
Rams is definitely tougher.
It's almost like almost the same.
I think it's
the Lions,
a push.
The Lions take a lot out of
the Lions are a certain win, but outside of that, I think the other three are their push.
Yeah.
So plus 450 though for a push.
I wonder what it was before last night, before the Rams win. I bet it was like 7 or 8.
I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right. If I was a good gambler, I would have had it last night.
The good stuff with that one too is I think the Niners have beaten the Rams like they always beat them. That'll be a tough game.
Did you just eat a yawn?
No.
Oh, like you ate a yawn, like you're about to yawn.
I kind of like bite my. I don't know.
You got a lot of things going on today.
I do.
What's with the hat?
I don't know. I mean, it's a beanie. It's kind of cold outside. It isn't too bad.
And MVP, I still think Mahomes could make a run at this. Brady is the heavy favorite now at -167. Rodgers plus 500. He's 5-1. Mahomes, they're going in. They're a game out of being the best in the AFC, and he's 12-1 right now. If he has a great last month, why couldn't he win the MVP? At 12-1?
Yeah,
it's Brady right now.
It's Brady right now. Yeah.
And I could see him not wanting to give it to Brady.
I can see that, but like Mahomes at 12-1.
Rodgers won it last year.
Rodgers is 5-1.
That's not a bad bet.
Herbert 15-1. Kyler Murray 16-1. Dak 16-1. Matthew Stafford 16-1. Okay, read that.
If Herbert had a huge game on Thursday, I think he could go from 15 to like 9.
But the same thing could happen if Mahomes torches the Chargers and they win on a big Thursday night. His odds could go down drastically.
Yeah, no, that's true.
All right, go ahead.
Guys, work attire has changed. You don't have to wear stuffy, uncomfortable clothes anymore to work. Business attire is no longer the standard, and that's for the better. Cuts Clothing has reimagined work clothes by elevating the classic T-shirt to something you can wear on any occasion, from a formal business meeting to a casual night out. Your schedule is busy. The holidays are even busier. Cuts collection of polos, bomber jackets, joggers, and more make it easy to decide what to wear year-round. That's one less thing you have to think about with your busy schedule. Cuts has your holiday shopping covered with a ton of new products and special site-exclusive offers every day in December. Plus, get 15% off site-wide at cutsclothing.com/picks. That's cutsclothing.com/picks to get 15% off, plus can't miss daily deals from Cuts Clothing.
I have a proposal for you guys.
Host.
I don't know that I like the format of the top 3 guys getting in the Pick Central Parlay every day.
So how
Pick Central Parlay also hasn't hit yet, so we need to make it hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 and 2 yesterday.
Here's what I propose, and it sucks today. It would start tomorrow because today there's only 4 of us. I say everybody comes in with a pick, with their pick of the day that they would put in the parlay, and we discuss them and we figure out the parlay that way.
Everybody makes a case for their game?
Yeah, we all come to a consensus.
I don't mind that.
That way we talk through it. I did check with Jack. We could have it to him by 1 o'clock every day. That way it could be interactive and we can figure it out.
if you really want it to be interactive, we could just give it to the people as well.
Well,
Poll it.
the People's Parlay.
No, it's picks. It's our picks, but
Yeah.
they pick the best 3.
Yeah, we could if we let's say we let's say we discussed it at 12:30. He puts out a poll
for 15 minutes,
and then but
I'm down for just us.
Yeah, polls can only have 4, so we didn't figure out how to do the poll.
Well, we could just do it like we pick
2
to
and-
chop off.
use the chat boys.
Yeah, I don't know about the chat boys.
I'm saying just get some feedback on it.
I don't know about the chat boys. Chat boys will make
I'm
us.
fine with that though, especially because I'm good with that.
It gives us some discussion. Is it like, for example, today you gave your pick. Ev, I hate that pick.
Okay.
I hate it with
I'd
every fiber of
love to- I would
my
love
being.
to, actually, I want to talk about that.
I'm gonna jinx myself. I've literally hit every single one I've given.
That's fine. That's good. That's good. No,
So I'll probably that probably just lost.
and
it,
you have
but
proven yourself as the top gambler in the show this year. I don't think that's any debate. Okay, but I hate that pick for today. And go ahead and say your pick.
I think Memphis plus 5.5.
Why?
See, it's weird now.
It's also 3.
It's because now I got it. It's open to 3.5. I was able to get it this morning. I can show my ticket. I got 5.5. It's down to 3.
No, I
which
saw
just
it.
shows how
I
good of an
believe
eye
it.
it was.
You say you just. Shows how good of an eye it was.
Then I grabbed it at the
But
perfect
wait, no,
number.
the damn thing.
You just bet it before you came to work.
Right, correct.
No,
yes.
but it was 3. But also before I came to work, I checked again. I was on the shitter.
It does look like a rat line.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because Alabama just beat Gonzaga, just beat Houston, 2 very good teams. Memphis is literally being called an AAU team who was supposed to be in the Final Four. All this stuff
They just lost to Murray State
can't beat anybody.
They lost 4 in a row.
And it's 3 points at home.
because they're gonna win. They're gonna win outright.
But guys,
And I love, I'm an Alabama guy. And
Bama lost. To,
brainwashed
Bama
me.
they beat Gonzaga. They lost to Iona the game before that.
But
They're a Jekyll and Hyde team.
but Nate Oates is a great college basketball coach, and Penny Hardaway is not.
That's fine.
That's
all it takes is
very
one day.
true.
I'm not saying long term. I'm saying one day.
So
one game.
you're ride or die with this one. You
I
you
believe
love
in
it.
the pick. I believe in
I
my
don't
pick.
hate it. I'm dying with Alabama because I just have to because of fucking Rico. But I don't hate the pick because
It's
This
the
is
one,
this
it's
Rico
just the
thing
one
where he
that stood
falls
out
on-
to me the most.
Where he falls in love with teams and just makes your whole pot about that team. It's kind of weird.
it doesn't make any sense because we were talking about this. I am obviously obsessed with Duke. He's obsessed with Ohio State. I think he's more obsessed with Alabama than both of us.
No, I said it. Me and Dan, the first thing we walked in, he was like this Alabama thing because he posted it. Or I posted my pick in the chat, and then he immediately said troll. Rico said troll. I was like, I'm not worried about Alabama basketball.
You're also
That
not
was-
worried about Rico when you make
No,
your pick.
I'm like
Yeah.
that was just my pick. I was like I have no affiliation
Rico's
or care
ego
about
told
Bama's basketball team.
Rico's ego told him this morning that your pick of Memphis was a shot at him.
No, I said to Big Ken, he agreed with me. I was like, he is more biased for Bama than I am Ohio State, and Marty is Duke, and I think that's actually a fact.
Sorry, I was I got a message right there too. It was from Ben's trainer. Ben's trainer wanted to talk to me. Want to make sure you were doing the right things.
Is your trainer your
It's like-
chiropractor too?
Yeah. Oh, he's the man. Tom's the man, dude.
It's the Rangers game.
It was
yeah.
It's a trainer,
Tebow.
chiropractor / friend.
Tebow.
Yeah, man. Glenn, we've had Glenny, Billy, Hank, me, TiVo. We've had a big run of Barstool people.
What a collection of people that
Hey, man.
was.
Just getting some back work.
But you are with Rico's thing. It's it gets in my head. He's texting Jack on the side doing bench mob bets for us,
Yeah.
putting the spread up to 6. I'm like, we got to slow it down here. And I mean, Alabama is good, yes, but this is a weird ass line, and I just don't get. He gets so obsessed if someone texts him back.
Well, I don't really understand what the line has done. It opened at 3. It shot up, and this morning it shot back down.
It's not the line what it's been doing. I think
Yeah.
it should be 7. I think
You think it should have
be-
started at 7?
It should be
Yeah.
higher than.
Y'all think
ever
sharp
at
money
3.
saw when Ev got it at 5? You think some sharps must have thrown down real big when it went
Had
to
to
5.5
have,
or
right?
6?
I just think. Listen, I the thing with Hardaway and Nate Oates. Agree 100%. I don't believe in Memphis long term more than Alabama. Anything like that. I'm not saying tonight in Memphis. I like them catching 5.5. I do think they win the game outright. I genuinely believe that. But if you're gonna give me 5.5, I will gladly take it.
I'm going to tell you right now, too, the best team in the SEC is not Alabama or
Auburn.
Kentucky. It's Auburn.
It's Auburn.
And I got hosed. I'm going to bet it again. I bet SEC champion Auburn 3-4 weeks ago at plus 700. They're plus 1,000 now. And they've only won since then.
Wendell Green. What's the kid? He transferred from Georgia. I remembered him from Georgia last year. Is it Johnson's his last name?
Yes.
Is it Keldon Johnson or Kendon Johnson?
Disgusting.
That kid is so good. I remember watching him at Georgia last year. He was their best player. He was like the only player they had. And then this year I'm watching him on Auburn. I'm like, this guy's.
And they got a 5-star recruit.
He had like 30.
I have some PTSD on Auburn. Last year I believed in them, and they had a player who ended up going to the NBA.
Sharif Cooper.
And Sharif Cooper was the worst good player in the history of basketball. Anytime he was on the court, they were awful. He was terrible.
A lot of points and assists, a lot of turnovers.
He brought them down every time.
And you would think, and the lines, when he played, the lines would be like favorable to Auburn. You're like, because he's playing. No, he's awful.
Were they banned last year?
No, they weren't banned. Were they banned?
I'm pretty sure they were banned.
I think they got banned.
They were tournament banned, I think.
I think they're tournament banned. Yeah,
Are they banned this year?
No, last year they were.
That's why
Didn't
I think
Bruce
I
Pearl
was
just get like a 2-game suspension or something?
Yeah, 2-game suspension. Yeah, but I'm telling you, they're going to win the.
I love how the NCAA knows that guys like Bruce Pearl are just dirty as hell, and they're like, all right, we're going to suspend you 2 games.
It's Bruce Pearl, you know. It's like, yeah.
I mean, yeah, and
he sweats a lot.
Will Wade's still coaching.
Will Wade and LSU's undefeated.
Yeah,
They're good.
I feel like they haven't really played anybody yet.
But they're playing defense. They didn't play defense last year.
They're only allowing like 51 or 52 points a game. I'm actually going to see them in Louisiana Tech Saturday night.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Little college hoops.
The random trips he makes.
Just going to
He's going to LSU La Tech.
I didn't even register. I was like, is that the Garden? No, it's in fucking La Tech.
Shreveport, baby.
Shreveport,
Got a field pass for the Indy Bowl, BYU UAB.
Why?
I'm gonna do some Penn Louisiana stuff.
His bowl season starts Friday.
I'm going to 3 bowl games, man.
You're going to 3 bowl games?
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to
what?
You're going to the Sugar Bowl, the Independence Bowl, what the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl?
Texas Bowl with Kelly and Megan.
Why?
I'm doing a big South run for Penn.
We have a bowl. He's not.
I didn't get invited there. I didn't get invited to our bowl. I'm on the B team. So I'm going to go out and take the word of Barstool to Louisiana where the sports books.
Are you going to the Arizona Bowl?
No.
Are you going? You're going.
I don't even know.
No.
I think
they trimmed it down because of the
Expenses.
expenses.
Yeah. I don't know if we're going either.
Did you guys see the Georgia Southern versus Carver Cougars game last night?
Did not.
100 women's basketball, 133-15. That you got to go home.
Yeah, you
cancel.
Those are games that why'd you schedule this game?
Yeah.
What was the
15
points? It's not fair to those poor girls.
No.
They're nice people. They don't.
She went home
and out here and
they cried.
The YMCA
the
team versus the Lakers. It's not fucking fair.
That when you score 15 in a game, that's the team that has girls that have no business playing college basketball at any level.
Yeah.
No. Especially it's
that's
not.
the girls' layups are hitting the bottom of the rim.
I mean, let's keep in mind
that.
this is Georgia Southern. It's not UConn.
Don't you wish just once in a while we just throw out the Lakers versus a D3 team just to show how good they really are?
I've had some
be fun.
I've had some great sports dreams lately. Last night I had a dream I was just on the court just draining buckets from everywhere, and I kept backing up 5 feet, and I was 45 feet just draining them. That's such a good dream to have.
You had Steph Curry in your mind or something?
I had 2 nights ago I had a dream where they brought in a guy to pitch against me who was throwing 90, and I said I'm not worried about it. And I hit a bomb.
Wow.
And I woke up right as I hit the bomb, but it was great.
That's amazing.
Do y'all remember y'all's dreams?
No, I haven't remembered.
I train myself to remember them right when I wake up. I have to think about it immediately.
I get streaky. I feel like I go on tangents where I remember all of them and then I don't remember any of them.
Sneaky, one of the most frustrating things in life is waking up knowing you just had a good dream and you can't remember a thing about it.
Oh,
I love remembering dreams. So tonight in the Garden, Steph Curry will break the all-time 3-point record. He as of right now, he has 2,972 3-pointers. Ray Allen, the all-time leader, 2,973. Folks, this is not just the best shooter of all time. This is the best shooter of all time, probably by double. This is so far and away the greatest shooter of all time.
He's going to Wayne Gretzky that record.
He's going to bury this record.
He might double it up.
He's going to bury this record. So here's the numbers. Ray Allen has 2,973 3-pointers in 1,300 games. Steph Curry, 512 less games.
He's going to double. He's going to double that up.
2,972 and 788 games.
Is it because isn't he the one who kind of has changed the game?
Yes.
He's the one. Ray Allen was a great 3-point shooter, but it wasn't always about. It was about big men and having a core team down there. He just changed everything, just whapping through.
The way he can get them up, and not have to run plays for him.
Yeah.
He can just pull up from anywhere.
I think LeBron changed the game towards a ball movement style, that led to a lot of open threes. LeBron and then the Spurs, that ball movement open threes. And Steph Curry walked in the league at the exact moment that was happening, and the Warriors took that and added the best shooter of all time, and that just the game exploded.
Well, think about when they were when the season that they won the first championship.
Right.
That was like Barkley being like jump shooting teams. They can't win a championship.
Right.
They won't win a championship. Now it's just like you have to shoot or you can't win.
Yeah.
Like the way the tide is just completely flipped is insane when you think about literally like 6-7 years.
To me, Steph Curry is the first guy that's ever been the best player in the NBA using the three-pointer as his primary weapon.
Yep.
I don't. Or he's been the best player in the world, and it's solely because of his three-pointer. Like there've been guys who have been the best player in the world that can shoot threes, like Larry Bird. LeBron's even a better three-point shooter than you think.
Like Durant, like he can get to the basket anytime he wants.
Yeah.
But like Steph still is a better. Like I still kind of want Steph.
I mean, if he gets across half court, he can make it like routinely.
Yeah, just from half
And
court.
his release too, he gets it up so quick.
His shot never gets blocked.
Like you remember when we were kids,
Never,
Reggie
ever.
Miller was unreal, but
Right.
he had that like slower release. You had to run him off like 30 screens and all this stuff. Steph doesn't need any of that. He just like
saying,
could just get it up like that.
Can you recall a 3-point shot by Steph Curry getting blocked one time that you can recall with your own eyes?
Not that I recall.
It doesn't.
no.
It like doesn't happen.
It's also I can't remember who I thought the GOAT shooter was before Steph Curry. Did we all think it was Reggie Miller? It wasn't Ray Allen because Ray Allen did a lot of his stuff. He set the record while Steph was already coming up. Like even when Ray Allen set the record, we knew Steph was going to just come along and do this.
I think Ray Allen was just because he just has that pure like that elbow square,
Yeah,
like
right,
that such
yeah.
That
pure
beautiful
form.
shot, yeah.
I'm trying
I
to.
feel like people-
Ray Allen also didn't walk into the league as known as a shooter. He was
No.
he was a slasher guy.
I would say. I mean, I feel like people just kind of said like Larry Bird,
Who is it now besides Steph?
I think it's if he can play, it's Clay.
Clay.
That's what's crazy
Yeah.
too. But like he hasn't been playing for like 2 years now. It's like it's hard to really think of someone who is just a knockdown
I
shooter.
mean, he's just like he's in a different class.
I'll tell you what, there's a guy that does a lot of other things, and you think of him for other things, but James Harden's a hell of a shooter too.
Yeah, yeah.
Booker.
It was,
Booker, yeah.
he's
I mean,
not
I would
near
still
the shooter,
Durant.
but Lillard like bomb
Lillard,
stuff like
yeah.
Curry. I mean, I'm saying the playing styles are similar. He's not
Oh,
the
yeah.
shooter Steph is, but he'll pull up from anywhere and kind of similar.
But he's a knockdown shooter.
oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, Durant's
What's
got
his
to
name?
be.
Joe Harris?
Yeah, Harris.
He's never missed a shot in the NBA. I've never seen him miss a shot.
JJ didn't either.
JJ never missed a shot.
Never.
Corver's way up there on the all-time list, but Corver just retired, right? So he's
He
finished.
played forever.
I
too.
looked at the all-time list. So you got Ray Allen, Reggie Miller behind him. James Harden's probably going to finish second. James
But
Harden.
I'm saying, the Harden, like Lillard's gonna pass him. I bet
Yeah.
like Durant's gonna finish with a ton of them. A lot of guys like that scored a lot. Have a
Well,
lot.
the thing about Larry Bird is, and he was a great shooter, incredible shooter. I think he had 280 threes in his career or something like that.
That's crazy.
You know, I think Steph Curry has like 500 a season. Like there's
Yeah,
just
it's not even. Yeah.
But it just wasn't used as a weapon until like
Well,
I don't know when
even-
it was used as really embraced as a weapon.
With Larry Bird, I honestly more think like the 3-point contest
Yeah,
of him just like scoffing at everyone else and just like that like high release it.
right. Yeah, and then holding up the finger,
Yeah,
the
but then
bony
just
ass
like
finger.
easy, like just literally making a mockery of the other shooters.
I remember when Steph came along at Davidson, and I'll never forget one of my most frustrating moments ever was when Davidson was down 3 to Kansas in the tournament, and they let the other guy take the last shot.
Yes, the lead 8.
Yeah, but I remember seeing him. And I'm like, this guy, I want to watch him and I'm not a Knicks fan. I was hoping the Knicks would draft him so he'd be more visible. Turns out he went to the Warriors and made him so good they're visible anyway. But still, his games do start at 10:30.
You know, it's one thing. It's funny because I randomly thought about this the other day when I saw like that he was about to break the record at the Garden. You know that Skip Bayless actually was like on record that he would have taken him 1 that year.
Oh, I didn't know
Really?
that.
That's one. A lot of bad takes. People.
Is that 2008?
Yeah, it was Blake Griffin's draft.
Okay, so
Where Blake Griffin was like the unanimous one. I'll give Skip credit. He was like on record, like I would take Steph 1. Everyone was like, "You're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy."
So I just remember. So Johnny Flynn went ahead of him.
Yes.
Rubio.
The Timberwolves took 2 point guards before him.
All right, hold on. All right.
In the same
Johnny
draft.
Flynn was fucking
He was
electric.
nasty at Cuse. He was good at Cuse.
So it wasn't 2008. What?
It was 2007 or 9.
I think it might be
Maybe
9.
9.
I think it's 9.
2009 NBA.
I just know Blake went first.
And like Blake,
And he had a great
Yeah,
career.
yeah,
like,
Blake-
it's
like,
not, he's no
you can't
bust.
be wrong around Blake.
Guy was like a 10-time All-Star. He's no bust, but
2009 NBA draft. Blake Griffin first. Oh, God. Steph Curry was 7th. Okay, so it went Hasheem Thabeet 2nd.
Oh.
ew.
James Harden 3rd. I mean, that's
Oh,
fine.
great
yeah.
pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyreek Evans 4th.
Ooh.
But that's the Kings. They're always going to fuck up their pick.
Yeah.
And he was like,
He was a
I
decent.
don't think he was a bad player.
He might have even won a Sixth Man of the Year once, but just not.
He's decent in New Orleans. for
Also,
them, too.
Ricky Rubio's not an awful pick.
No, not terrible.
Johnny Flynn, if you just
Bust.
pick Ricky Rubio, is crazy. Like, even if you thought Steph was going to be a shooting guard, why not? Why do you take 2
Like
point guards?
2 point guards
Yeah,
before
that's
him. You would
crazy. Like the
That's a
Timberwolves,
good-
isn't that so crazy that the Timberwolves literally can just been like one of the best teams
Yeah.
ever, and they're just now
Rubio Curry might have been a nice one too.
great combo.
That was a good draft. DeMar DeRozan went 9th.
Yeah,
Brandon Jennings had a moment. He went 10th.
Who did the Knicks get there?
Jordan.
you don't wanna know.
Jordan Hill.
Wasn't great. Not great, Bob.
Awful. Awful.
Oh man,
Taj Gibson still kicking around the league.
Taj Gibson's been
great
around
Nick.
for so long. Who?
Taj Gibson plays for the Bulls every 2 years.
Yeah,
When you
he's on the
think
next day. He
of-
just came with Thibodeau.
I have one in my mind, but when you think of assists,
Yeah.
who's
Thank you. I was going to do the GOAT of passing, GOAT of rebounding.
John Stockton.
I think of Magic. I think the GOAT of passing is Magic.
so?
You
I think yours is going to be a little more like recent.
yeah.
So Stockton always comes to mind. The one I'd love to say is White Chocolate.
Mine,
Jason Williams.
When
yeah.
I just think about like the fucking behind the back
Oh, it's not
off
a
the
bad
elbow
one.
pass.
mine's Rondo.
That's not.
Rondo is
Jason
a fucking
Kidd.
unbelievable passer.
Jason Kidd, I would think of too. Because even like I think of Stockton, but like I didn't really get to like really watch
That's my
him
favorite
like that.
player. Rondo.
I don't want to play the old guy here, but Magic was 6'9" and just running fast breaks and
I wish I saw.
Honestly, like LeBron,
LeBron's very
like
very-
LeBron
yeah.
too.
Fuck LeBron.
Well, no,
Chris
he's
Paul's
in
a
terms
lot-
of just
Chris Paul's
passing.
LeBron's
lot,
a top 5 passer of all
Yeah,
time.
he is. He's just his Instagram post pissed me off.
Arvydas
last night.
Sabonis, Brandon. Remember, best passing
yeah.
big man ever.
Yeah. Well, Larry Bird was a hell of a passer. A hell of a passer. And then rebounding, I think the GOAT is Dennis Rodman. Like, that guy only cared about rebounding. And there are other guys with bigger numbers that were 7 feet, Moses Malone, stuff like that. But Dennis Rodman was 6'9", 6'8", and was getting, 20 rebounds a game. Dennis Rodman, to me, is the GOAT of rebounding.
I think Rodman. I also want to mention the old round mound of rebound, Barkley.
Charles Barkley,
Yeah,
yeah.
because he was 6'4", 6'5".
Is there a guy
power
who's,
forward.
who's considered the GOAT of rebounding today? Is that kind of a lost thing?
Honestly, I literally just think of guys like the guys I'm thinking of who are just like 15 and like 20 guys.
Yeah.
Who I don't really think they're the best rebounders, but literally I think of like Andre Drummond.
Right.
And like literally guys like that who I really don't think are like that good,
Yeah.
but just stack rebounds.
One other guy I want to mention on this, just he was defensive specialist, Ben Wallace. Had his run.
Yeah.
I mean, rebound,
My
block
favorite
shots.
NBA player
Ben
of all time.
Wallace.
Really, Ben Wallace?
Yep, Afro. He was one of the Pistons there. It was just
Yeah.
a
That
fucking
Pistons team was
cool
great.
ass team.
Only reason I didn't
Shout
like
out Rip Hamilton.
Only
That was
reason I
my
didn't like
guy.
Yeah,
Ben
fire.
Wallace, it was just so hard to be good with him on NBA 2K.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
couldn't score
Just
outside
no
of a
offensive
foot.
game.
Yeah, he couldn't punch people in the face, so it wasn't great.
He was a terrifying guy. Though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, him and
Scary.
Rashid in the front.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
They were
Poor
an
Rashid,
interesting
man.
team.
He's a Memphis coach too.
Chauncey hitting the big shots. Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah,
I'll
they-
still
yeah.
never. I went to Atlantis and the Bahamas with my family, and it was during the All-Star break. While they all like a bunch of them went on vacation there. Met Rip Hamilton on the beach, nicest guy in the world. Saw Tayshaun Prince, asked him for a picture. He said no, scumbag.
Fuck him.
Well, with my cousin, I was like 10. I'll never forget that. And my cousin actually talked shit to him. He's like, "That's why you didn't make the All-Star team." And he got really mad. I thought he was about to throw hands at my cousin, who was like 5'7".
Fan voting got him.
So was he?
It was the year the four of them made the All-Star team. He was the only one who didn't make
So
it.
was he by himself, or did he have like family?
He was with a female friend.
Okay, well maybe he was trying to.
But I was 10 years old. He could have snapped it quick. Honestly, I think I might have wanted to just like sign like literally a piece of like loose leaf paper. Just being a big basketball fan. I remember seeing like Jermaine O'Neal. I said, Rip Hamilton, he's talked to me for like 30 minutes on the beach.
Isn't that a frustrating place to be when you're a kid and you see somebody famous and you don't have anything for them to autograph? You have
I
to-
literally ended up getting a little like notebook thing. And I had like Jermaine O'Neal, like Tony Allen,
Yeah.
Musin Muhammad. It just was like a huge, the All-Star break. So many of them came down and were there.
I have Shaquille O'Neal's autograph on a $5 bill. We were in the elevator in the Stouffer Hotel in Nashville at the SEC tournament in 1991. He got on the elevator. My mom grabbed a $5 bill and he signed it.
Oh wow.
That's whatever.
I do need to talk. Have you guys heard of the Yeshiva Maccabees basketball team?
We talked about it for some reason on the Yak yesterday. They're undefeated.
I just told TJ to bring it up. They have
They've
the
won like 40 games in a row.
yeah, they have the Jewish Jokic. It is.
Why do they always just say the Jewish whatever?
What a great name.
Well, it's
Jewish
Yeshiva's only
Jokic is
Jewish
good.
school.
No, I know that, but some years ago, Maryland signed a guy who's the Jewish Jordan.
Oh,
And
well,
that-
no, this guy. Well, they play with yarmulkes on. It's amazing.
Wait,
No
what?
way.
Yeah, they play.
The Jewish
No
Jokic.
They play. I went to every game, like, because they're in my conference in college.
You hit your only home run against Yeshiva.
only
right?
home run, yeah, and they give you high fives when you run around second base. They're awful at baseball, awful at everything besides
They can hoop.
basketball and tennis. You got to look at these scores. I don't know if you could bring it up, TJ, but it's like the Jewish. I'm going to a game. The Jewish Jokic is like one of the best players of all time.
Well,
He's dunking all over the place. We should go.
I would like to go.
Yes, we should.
How far away are they?
It's not far at all. I can look right now. It's awesome. I've been like watching highlights of them.
Should do like a live Pick Central show from a game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the Jewish people would enjoy the
Yeshiva
gambling show.
University, there's a lot of them, but it's close. One's 0.7 miles away.
0.7. but
There's
that's not
another
the
one
team.
7 miles away.
Yeah, but where's the basketball program?
I don't know.
Well,
It's in New York.
so you don't know much about them.
I played there. They didn't have a baseball
So
field. I
it's
can tell you
upstate?
that. No. It's in New York and like here.
I would say it has to be within like an hour. I would say within like 50 miles without question.
Are they the Maccabees too?
Yeah, Yeshiva Maccabees. Yeshiva.
Got to be within 40, 50 miles.
They're 7-0. No, they're what is that? They're 7-0, 12-0. Okay.
Look
so-
at these scores, bro.
They're 13-9.
Damn, they beat Penn
Holy-
State Skyco like that?
St. Joseph's Long Island ain't bad. They're beating conference teams like it's nothing.
Yeah, they're killing 30, 34, 32,
They didn't play my school year, right? Because that's fucked.
37.
Manhattanville.
Closest game,
Farmingdale.
14
Farmingdale
points.
ain't bad.
Or 9 there.
Westbury, they beat 105-77.
Putting up big points,
Oh, Washington
too.
College must be good.
Do we have? Can you look up the
Medgar Evers.
what's his Jewish joke? What's his name?
They're playing Jersey City. That's Marty. We live there.
Oh yeah, we should go to that.
That's their next game.
In Jersey
day?
City.
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
You can go tomorrow night.
Should we
Jersey
go- Should we
City.
go to Jersey City tomorrow?
Let's
Watch
go.
them. Swear to
Fans
God, I'll
want
go.
content.
I'll go to. I'll
Swear
go
to God,
too.
I'll
down.
go to cover the Jewish joking.
1,000%. What? Go to the stats real quick.
Everybody relax.
Zog come too.
Yeah, no, I'm down. I'm in.
Go
Yeah,
to Jersey
let's
City.
go. It's
beautiful.
amazing. I'm gonna wear
college
Jewish
hoops.
joke like merch. Like that guy. I'm telling you.
Where are you going to get Jewish Jokic? That's
all
hard
right.
to say. I don't like that nickname.
I love it.
I don't like that
It's the
nickname.
best. I'm gonna write it on. I'm gonna just write on a T-shirt.
Just where it says Jewish Jokic.
I mean, it's a story that needs to be talked about. He's unreal.
Well, you guys go to the game tomorrow night.
I think we really
They
should.
canceled
I
our
would.
holiday party.
I
You're
would.
free.
Yeah, that's true.
Not a great slate of games tomorrow either
No.
in college basketball all week.
Today is not a great slate. Like,
Alabama,
No.
Memphis is
All-
kind of
All
fascinating.
week it's
though.
really not. They got finals.
are we supposed to be able to? Marty,
Give me-
you asked
gi-
for the stats.
Give me some
I was asking
individual.
for the
Too many
individual-
numbers here.
I need the individual.
like
on
the
this guy.
roster.
Yeah.
I need his actual name too.
Go Max.
No,
If you want,
no.
Go to roster.
No, go back. Individual was right there beside it. Individual.
If you
Yeah.
want to look at my stats soon too.
All right. So who
Got to
is?
be the guy at the
I mean,
top.
we've got to be able to figure.
Got to
it
be the
out.
guy at the top.
Somebody's averaging 29 points a game.
Yeah,
That's him.
That's him.
Got to be. What's his name?
29 and 81 rebounds.
Jeez.
We
Go up.
the
real
only thing we
quick.
can't see is his name.
Ryan
Ryan
Terrell.
Terrell.
Oh,
Number
that's
11?
number 2, number 1.
6'7".
He's a 6'7".
No, that's not him.
He's from L.A.
That's not him. This is him.
Well, wait a minute, Marty.
Hold on. That might have been.
This is him.
That's him.
Yeah, that's him. That's a
From
Jewish
Lawrence,
joke.
New York. I
Yeah.
think that's upstate.
He's 6'6".
Yeah, look at him. He's sick.
I'm not sure about this.
Guy's
Marty.
wearing a yarmulke.
Yeah, you wear yarmulkes on
I'm
the
not
court.
sure about this.
What do you mean? How's his
You said
stats?
if you're telling me he's the Jokic, he's got to be the best player on the team. He's not the best player on the team.
He's good, man.
He's a starter.
10 rebounds, 15 rebounds, 12 he's got over 10 rebounds.
Oh, he's got a lot of assists. He's putting up numbers actually.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he's
every-
dirty.
The one he's getting, he's 12 and 9.
Yeah, he's like getting he's getting Jason Kidd triple
That's-
doubles
he's
with
a
10
triple-double.
points.
Yeah.
Quick, 11, 10, and 6, 13, 15, and 7. A bad game's 9, 3, and 7.
10,
I
13, and
remember
16 down there.
When I played baseball, Shmuley Goldis he would bat
Shmuley.
360 every year. He was so good.
Shmuley's such a funny name.
Shmuley Goldis put the whole thing together.
Shmuley Goldis.
All right. Well, okay. You guys have your
I
Wednesday
think
night
we
date.
might
I
have to
think
go.
Jersey City, I mean, why not?
I'm so excited.
You get to the ticket window, and they're like, 4 tickets, please. What, y'all want to see this game?
I don't even think they got tickets.
No, you just, like,
They
walk
just
in.
go in.
It's like have a pulse.
All right, so what else we got? We talked about Steph Curry.
I have one other Steph quick observation.
Yeah,
is he the
please.
most entertaining basketball player y'all have ever watched? Is he on, like, as far as just
I think
pure
he's on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
of
the pure
entertainment.
entertainment value. He's up there.
He's on the text your friends list. Like if you're watching and Steph Curry's got 40 points through 3, you're like, hey man, Steph's going off.
Yep.
He's on that list. I think we've had. I think Durant's on that list. I think LeBron's on that list. I think we've been spoiled over the last 10, 15 years of having special guys.
The thing with Steph, though, is he relates to the everyman because he's, 6'2"?
That's what I was just
Yeah,
gonna
he's
say.
not just like an athletic freak like Jordan or LeBron. I mean, Steph's like
There's
a 6'2"
there's
guy.
something
you know?
there's something you can connect with him a little more.
No, the 14-year-old kid just in his driveway can be Steph, and the 45-year-old guy who wants to play church league basketball can be Steph. Like anybody can be
Make
Steph.
a big 3.
There's still nothing better when you're in the driveway and a car comes by, like, this could be the next scout. And I'm going to fucking whack this 3 right now.
turnaround.
He's going to get out of his car and sign a contract.
I used to play basketball at the park on the highway in my hometown, and before I could dunk, I would fake dunking. And when I knew a car would be coming, I would jump up. I would grab first of all, I'd slam the ball down so it would bounce high. And I would grab the net, and I'd pull myself up, and I'd hang on the rim when a car drove by, and they'd think I just dunked the ball.
Yeah, like that. We need that guy.
Right, yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to love just get chairs and just jump off them and dunk. That was my favorite.
I had a trampoline under my basketball goal for a
Yeah,
while.
one too.
that's dangerous.
That'll
but it's
hurt
good,
you
man.
quick.
Yeah, you got to be really talented for that.
I double jumped the kid in my neighborhood. He went right up onto the rim.
I feel like everyone's had a friend that got hurt on a trampoline.
Yeah.
Mine definitely. I know one.
I never got hurt bad. I did have one
Jabba.
time where my arm gave out and I fell right on my neck, and I was like, I laid there for like 10 minutes wondering if this was it. Then I got up. I was fine.
I've had a couple of those moments where this is it.
All right, so let's do picks. We'll do picks, and we'll start. Let's take a day off on the Pick Central Parlay, and then tomorrow we'll start a debate.
Okay.
So are we going to give one today or no?
Oh, we should probably give.
You want to give one? Okay, well I'll give. So let's give it. It's me. It's us 3, right?
I think so.
All right, so Big Ev, say your favorite pick, and then give your rest of your picks.
All right, so my favorite one's Memphis plus 5.5. I got Miami of Ohio plus 9. I have the Furman, North Carolina over 152.5, and Santa Clara plus 7.5.
Marty Mush.
You know what? Fuck it. Should I give Duke as my favorite one, or should I give Texas Southern -3?
Whatever you want to do. What's your favorite
You're
one?
on the Texas Southern after we got burned in that Florida
If
game.
I told you could bet only one game, which one would you bet?
I really think Duke's gonna come out like crazy today.
Okay, that's a big number, Marty.
You know what? My favorite one, Texas Southern -3. UNC -10. DePaul is the best team from November and December. Then you stop. Mississippi State -8.5 is the last time I'm trusting them.
It
Bounce
should
back,
be.
yeah.
I'm not.
Auburn -27.5. Texas -34. Duke hasn't played in 2 weeks. They're playing tonight, finally. Arizona State plus 7.5. Creighton doesn't do it for me. Texas on -3 and fucking bench mob parlay and Alabama -3.5.
All right, my favorite pick is the Warriors expended a lot of energy last night coming back and winning a game. They were down big at the half, and they won. They're on the road again tonight. Steph, they'll have all the hubbub, but the Knicks are going to cover the 4. Knicks plus 4 against the Warriors is my favorite pick. So the parlay will be Texas Southern -3, Knicks plus 4, and Memphis plus 5.5. I also like Bama -5. This does lend credence to the fact that it was 5 at one point because I locked it in at 5 as well. That's how much I like Bama in the game. Mississippi State, Georgia State under 142.5. We are not going to win unless we clamp down defensively, and we're better defensively than we showed, and I think that starts tonight. Mississippi State, Georgia State under 142.5. Go Ben Metz.
Man, I feel ratty being on Bama because it just it's kind of I got it at 3. This line's been all over. I feel like it kind of stinks though. I actually like Mississippi State because this is a bounce back spot off whatever the hell happened at Fort Collins, and I got the Blazers plus 1 as a 1-point home dog against the Suns.
Do we have Smitty or Rico or anybody else, TJ? Oh, my God. Good
This
God.
guy, man.
The analytics like a lot of hockey today.
Every time.
I'm gonna take a few of these picks.
He's in
personally.
last place. Bruins money
Which
line.
one's you gonna take? You can't even fucking
Now, basically,
see.
what I'll do is like
He likes Tampa Bay
He
a
obviously
lot.
loves
Likes
Tampa, so I'll
Winnipeg.
probably take Tampa. He likes Winnipeg. I'll probably take both of them straight.
He has 6 bets in Tampa.
And he has Winnipeg.
I'll
he's
take
got.
Tampa straight.
Three.
No, I'm sorry. Who's Tampa playing?
Five.
Are they playing the Kings? Because that could be 7 bets.
Or I'll take Tampa -1.5. Probably.
What's Smitty's
Not added to my card. I'm just saying.
What's his units right now? He's 43-58. Terrible record.
No, he's down 13, I think.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, he's
all right.
definitely in last place. But I mean,
But like Tampa Bay wins by
One
a
good
shutout
night.
tonight.
One good
So-
night. He's up.
I do want to bet the shutout. I am going to probably bet the shutout bet because I don't want to miss out on that one again. Plus 700 if they're this.
It's crazy that it's not that hard to. It is hard to shut someone out, but it's not like you see
It's not
shots
7-1
all the
yeah,
time.
Yeah. Especially if it's a bad team.
I know. Who are they playing?
Hell if I know.
It's Tampa, Winnipeg, and the Bruins.
What about Rico?
I Bama like 7 ways.
He's got Jacksonville -2, Auburn -29, Bama
Man, the
-3.
Kings, not that bad.
Houston ULL under, and then whatever the bench mile parlay was. I'm not sure why. Yeah, bench mile parlay. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and the Lightning just
Bama
got shut
Justin.
out Saturday.
Oh, so who are the Lightning playing?
The Kings, not like terrible.
So he has 7 bets on that game.
yeah, they're not a terrible team. The Kings.
Smitty, I'm gonna get in the hole with you.
The 7 ways?
I won't add it to my card. I like his hockey analytics. He's showing like obviously not going great right now.
not
This
his.
season it's been pretty well.
It's not his analytics.
I think they're a fair tool though. Like I don't
it's
think
fine.
he's like I don't consider it like stealing.
I'm okay
picks.
with letting
Is
them
tennis
do that.
over? Is tennis over? Because he hasn't.
Probably. You haven't seen much picks yet.
All right, I got to go get ready for the yak. Big Cat going to be a couple minutes late. Anything else? Okay. All right, good stuff. Text your trainer, tell him we said hello, Ben.
Will do.
And your chiropractor.
Him too.
And your buddy. Ask Pick Central, the yak is up next.